Oh. Well, that works. Hey guys, welcome back to a new studio vlog. My name is Mike James. Basically, I work for Catherine, aka Katnipp. I want to show you guys what I'm learning about business and how I'm adapting it to my own life, and just talk about it and talk about the whole concept of business and talk about my own journey and show you guys just what I'm learning in order to achieve that sort of independence rather than working jobs that you don't like. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you guys with details, and I hope you enjoyed this week's studio vlog, despite the fact that I haven't uploaded one for about 3 weeks, so enjoy. Welcome to a new studio vlog, friends. I am so sorry that it's been so long since the last one. It's no other reason than the van. The van has been taking up so much of my time, it is ridiculous. Honestly, every Tuesday and Thursday, Saturday and Sunday that I have off from working at Katnipp, I am working on that van, and if I'm not working on that van, then I'm busy being extremely tired from working on the van and being sore and achy and just basically making a lot of excuses. And that's kind of what I'm focusing on at the moment. Is I'm really trying to improve my consistency over the next couple of weeks. I'm going to try time blocking. I don't know if you're familiar with that. Some of you may be. It's basically where you block out your tasks in like 15, half an hour, 1 hour increments during your day, and then you focus on that, and then once that's done, then you forget about it and you move on to focusing on to the next bit, and then you can always go back to it if you want to schedule that in at a later date. I'm still learning about it, so that might not be 100% accurate, but it's something like that, and I'm really trying to focus on that because as you can tell, my consistency has been a little bit slacking as of late. I haven't really uploaded any studio vlogs. I've not been really active in Discord. I haven't really reached out to a lot of people, and it's just because my mind, I seem to have a threshold of things that I can focus on, and I've really come to notice this in like the last 2 years of my life, that the more that I take on, the more that I find I can only focus on so much. So because I'm thinking about the van, and because I'm thinking about my partner who's disabled, and I'm thinking about my own business and thinking about the wedding, I find that YouTube, then it's not an active decision. I don't say, oh, I'll put YouTube aside. I just find that my active consciousness towards YouTube tends to slip, and then I'll realize that it's been like 2 or 3 weeks since I uploaded a video like I've done now, and I'll be like, oh, crud. I've got to realize that there is kids watching these studio vlogs, so I need to kind of tone back on the adult language. So I realized that I can only focus on so much, and that's what's happening at the moment. So until the van is complete, you'll just have to forgive me if studio vlogs are like a couple of days late, or if I kind of just don't keep on top of them. I know a lot of you guys won't care, and I know a lot of you guys have been way more supportive than what I deserve, and you guys are so important to me, but it's just one of those things that I'm trying to learn to deal with, and that's kind of the biggest thing for me personally at the moment. I know these mic talks, I like to talk about what I've learned, and I like to talk about what I'm focusing on, and for me it's kind of just consistency and learning to manage multiple projects and multiple things all at the same time, because this is quite new to me. You know, I've got the business, and we've just had the thank you cards arrive. Obviously I've got work at Katnipp, where my roles are changing slightly. I'm still packaging orders, but Catherine has given me the opportunity to start learning how to photograph all the new products, and we're starting off by, I adapted some mouse mats into square mouse mats. Some of the round designs that don't quite fit square ones, I've been adapting them in Photoshop, and Catherine is actually giving me the opportunity to photograph them and put them on the Etsy store. And this is a great turning point for me, because I've always wanted to strive to do more for Katnipp and for Catherine. And the reality of it is that Catherine can only manage so much, and a lot of people that I've not a lot of people, but one or two people that I've spoken to, that are good, that are fans of Katnipp and are really inspired by Katnipp. People like my good friend Candywear, who's one of the new Patreons. So thank you, Candywear. I'm gonna put Candywear's YouTube link in the description. I would really recommend that you check her out. She's such an important person to me, and we have a great chat every other week on Discord, and she's got some great artwork that I think you guys are going to love. And she does studio vlogs as well, and she sells on Etsy, and she also works for Disney, which is freaking awesome, and her style is just amazing. So I definitely would recommend that you check her out. But speaking to her, it became obvious to me that everybody's inspired by Catherine and her hard-working ethic, but kind of behind the scenes, she can only, because she's only human, she can only take on so much. So I want to step up now. I want to step up, and I want to start taking on more responsibilities in Katnipp, so that Catherine can free up a lot of her time to focus on other things. Like there was the possibility of maybe opening up a cafe. I'm not going to say any more than that, but Dean was very hesitant to say yes. In fact, I don't think he did say yes, and it wasn't out of because he didn't want to, but it was because we just can't hold on to the production level that we've got going on at the moment. So I think a lot of us are going to have to step up and take on more responsibilities if Catherine is going to be able to push the business forward. And this is my opportunity to show Catherine what I'm made of, #/flex, because I was a professional photographer before I started working at Katnipp and went self-employed. I was self-employed as a photographer, and I did weddings, and I did animal portraits, I did a lot of horse portraits. So now is my opportunity to step up and really utilize that skill in a way to help alleviate Catherine of some of the responsibilities of getting new products and getting them up on the store. So that's interesting. But overall, this last couple of weeks has been difficult because it's been very quiet, and there's often been a day or two where Catherine has said, I've finished the orders and we've still got about 3 hours left of the day, and she's like, oh, you can finish now, Mike, if you want, and I'll pay you for a full day. And albeit very generous, and a lot of people kind of look at that and be like, well, take the offer, but I don't like doing that, and this is just a personal thing. I'm not calling anybody out. I'm not saying this is what everybody should do. But if I'm getting paid for a full day, I like to make sure that I'm utilizing that full day. So the first time that she said that, I actually continued to make and adapt the mouse mats into square mouse mats, and the second time that kind of happened was I actually picked up the camera and I was just practicing taking pictures of the new mouse mats, just so I could start learning. And I haven't actually gotten around to taking the proper photographs for the listings yet, just because as you saw at the very beginning, we put the stickers on sale, because we are getting rid of the old sticker designs, and we're moving over to a slightly bigger sheet. And we're buying them in instead of making them ourselves, because it actually works out about the same price, but the quality is just way better. Cricut has been an absolutely fantastic machine to use, but unfortunately with its age, it's just become a little bit unreliable. So for every 100 stickers that we make, there's probably only about 20 or 30 of them that are actually usable, and the rest end up either getting binned or we need to put them in the seconds pile for sales. And it's just not good for the environment, and it's not good for our time. So we are buying them in, and we're getting rid of all the old sticker designs, and Catherine's just updating them visually with her sort of new style, because obviously, as most artists will know, styles can change and adapt over time, so she wants to make sure that they all look fresh and modern. So there's definitely an essence of change in the air at Katnipp, but overall, it's still been absolutely fantastic. We are in a position now where things are a little bit slower, but we are working towards getting more products out. We're working towards updating all the products in this slow time. We're moving over to the click and drop service where we just put in all the weight of the package, and then it'll print off the label for us to stick on the front, because this is actually a cheaper option than what we're using at the moment, and it's also just hopefully going to be faster. Once we actually get used to the system, it's going to be a lot faster to package orders, and so definitely look out for that studio vlog in the next couple of weeks, because the way that we package our things will be changing, and I'll be talking quite a lot about that because I've gotten quite used to the groove that we're in at the moment with packaging the orders. But I wanted to take this opportunity to just kind of say to everybody that, look, the last year, as the UK specifically is coming out of the lockdown now, the last year has been difficult, and it's far from over. This whole pandemic is far from over, and I appreciate that. But I think I am going to use the next couple of months to reflect upon surviving that year, because lots of people, unfortunately and sadly, didn't survive, and a lot of people didn't survive not just because of coronavirus, but a lot of people will have been affected mentally to a point of possible no return, and it's not a happy thing to talk about, but I just want to use this opportunity to say that we are all strong and we are all worthy, and we were all gotten to a point, and I don't think, no matter what you have or haven't achieved over the last year, I don't think you should hold that against yourself, because it was not a normal time. There was not normal things going on, so please don't hold that personally. Just focus on working on a better future. That's all I do. I am appreciative of the people that I've got in my life. I'm appreciative and honored to have you guys watch my videos, because you don't have to. Nobody ever has to watch any video of mine, but you guys choose to, and that's what's pretty damn amazing. So thank you for that. But it's been an odd year, but don't hold it against your lack of or limited success that you may have achieved and think, oh, if it wasn't for the pandemic, or if. Don't think about the if. Just think about what you have achieved, and just ask yourself, right, how can I double down and do twice as much in the next year to make up for the year that I've lost? And that's different for everyone. For me, it's going to be about getting out and seeing the world. I don't want to be stuck inside. As many of you know, I was a Twitch streamer, and I was trying to become like a full-time streamer, because the idea of playing video games full-time and streaming it and putting videos on YouTube sounded like a blissful life. But the pandemic made me realize that I don't want to be stuck indoors, and I don't want to just live a life where I wake up one day and I realize that I've got a successful career in playing video games, but I don't want it to be at the cost of being stuck indoors for the next 5 to 10 years. So, and I don't want to wake up one day when I'm like 36 and realize that for the last 15 years of my life, all I've done is sat inside. And the pandemic has made me realize this. So anyway, I'm going to let you guys enjoy the rest of my time packaging baby blue mugs. I hope you guys have had a fantastic time, and me and Ashley have finally decided that we were going to release just one van build video, but we are going to break it up into 2 or 3 part series. So part 1 is definitely coming out next week. We're going to sit down and we're going to record tomorrow for that, so keep an eye out as the first video of the van series is coming out. And trust me, it has been a whirlwind of an adventure. You will not believe the drama that we have faced with that van build, and the issues that we've had, and the things that we've had to tackle. It's been phenomenal, but it has been a fun journey. Other than that, guys, I hope you are well. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.